Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. A moment when you haven't done a video in so long that you forget how to use your camera. I have some news. I am selling the Genesis. I'm gonna throw up. It's a good money move to flip my car basically right now. I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna freak out. She sounds like she's freaking dying. So my car has like a little over 100,000 miles on it. It's like 103,000 miles. And the window regulator went out on one, that was replaced. AC went out, someone ran me off the road. These little old people ran me off the road. And I went into, it was like a grass median, but I guess where the concrete went into the grass, the car scraped and the AC went out, I guess the compressor. And so we had to take care of that. It wasn't anything crazy expensive, luckily, but, and my car still drove. I just had to keep the AC turned off, but it was blazing outside. This is Jacksonville, Florida we're talking about, y'all. It was hot and in a black car, not having a good time. It was leaking oil. Yeah, that's a good one. So it was leaking oil, and I thought because it was lowered, I'm like, okay, maybe it's still oil pan, maybe I cracked it, maybe I did something, da-da-da-da. And I guess what was it? The valve cover gasket, it was really old, so went to replace that, and the valve cover was cracked. So, it just protects, you know, it just protects the engine. It's not really a big deal. You can drive without it. Definitely cannot. That's a $300 plastic piece. Disgusting. So, I'm a little burnt out on this car. And the funny thing is, none of that came about until I started talking about how I'm going to sell it and I started restoring it back to stock. She didn't want to be sold. God. This is why I can't have peace and quiet. I keep adopting all these babies and she drives me crazy. This is Boo. Usually you see Cookie, and Cookie and Boo love each other. Blitz and her are like the annoying siblings to each other, but everybody gets along, surprisingly. Very stressful. Never own a zoo. Besides the 2 dogs and a cat, I now have an axolotl. So if you don't know what that is, I'll put a picture of mine in here somewhere, and I'd be more than happy to do some videos of that. And this is good. This is a good like vlog catch up for you guys. But yep, car gets the new home tomorrow. It'll be somebody else's, just like another black Genesis coupe on the road. And I don't want to sell my car, but I do. It's like the catch-22. Like, I love it. I have my attachment to it. It's like home, but home's gotta go. It's gotta get out of here. Whew. Even just talking about that makes me feel nauseous. Yeah. The cars I've been looking at a few. I've been looking at Mercedes, BMW, Subaru. I know I'm looking at some other one. I think it's just, there's a couple different models of Mercedes that I'm looking at. Subaru. BMW 135i was the main one I was looking at initially, but I'm looking at all those models. God, I don't want to give it away. And, you know, whatever. They're the same car brand and model. And I'm going to test drive those here before, you know, I make a trip all the way down to Miami, come back in one day, and see how I feel, because ones with low enough miles and the color scheme that I want are not here. That and the ones I don't want a convertible. So there's a few models I'm looking at that come in convertible more commonly. But the main thing I'm looking for, again, is a turbo. I would probably be pretty bored with the car if it did not have turbo on it. And then if it didn't have a turbo on it. So that's my goal, is to have another turbo car. I just love them so much, and I can't really see myself not owning a turbo car. And I know it's pretty common to have like 2.0 T's now, but I'm looking to move up in the world, so we'll see. we'll see what I end up with. I know a couple of the models or cars that I've listed have that, so if you have any recommendations on what I should look into purchasing or research, I'm really hoping to get a newer car. So obviously 2012 and up, so probably like 2014 plus at least. That's what I'm looking into. I did look into a couple of Audis as well, but I've heard mixed reviews. So let me know what you think about the brands that I've listed, models that I've listed, your opinions, any facts that I should know before buying. I definitely want to know. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely hit like and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the morning because it's going to be, it's going to be cold. I'm going to be crying and snotty. When I cry, I get ugly, and I'm going to be ugly crying tomorrow, and I really don't want to get myself on video. So it's all going to be contingent upon whether or not I have tears coming out my eyes and my nose at the same time tomorrow. So we'll see about that. But I will definitely be videoing my car and how I'm feeling during and after the purchase.
Today's the day, the sun is shining, the car's being sold, the car's being sold.
Good morning. So we are getting the car ready to go over to the bank, make sure the check's clear, and then I'm starting to sound sick. It's like 40 degrees outside. And then after, we're gonna go to the DMV and sign the car over. And I have a knot in my stomach. I'm gonna throw up. So currently driving. Oh my god, what is going on with this phone? Currently driving. Got Garrett's mom's SUV for me to drive the rest of the week. It's Wednesday, so I just need it today and tomorrow, and maybe this weekend to go out of town to get my new car. And we're going back to the house, drop my car off, and then run around in his mom's car and get everything done. So, no. I'm ready, but I'm not. So, that final drive away, I'm gonna throw up. Not gonna cry, just gonna throw up. So, we sold my car. I went inside, cried a little bit, came back out, and watched her drive off with my car. And she skirted it out of the driveway because it is the stage 3 clutch, or stage 2 clutch. Yeah, I really hope she doesn't crash it today before everything else is finalized. So, oh my god. I don't know how I feel. I had to go get a sweet tea from McDonald's to make me happy again.